Yo, what is up? It's Olin here, aka The Nord, and since we have another weekend of trials upon us, I'm going to be giving you guys an overview of the Trials of Osiris Scout Rifle, the Inward Lamp. This gun can be held in comparison to the Wolf's Leash and the NL Shadow, as all three guns share very similar rates of fire and impact, and when testing they all shared similar feel and quickness. The big differences for the Inward Lamp are the fact that it's at its base, the gun has less range and has slightly less stability than its counterparts, but the good news here is that with the perk rolls for this Scout Rifle and the one preferred roll, so to speak, they help mitigate these factors and put the Inward Lamp on the same page as, if not past, the other two. Now as for the perks in the main scope that I use during the majority of the gameplay in the background, I have the Focus Lens Scope, Full Auto, Rifled Barrel, and Zen Moment. Now I do use the kind of red dot for a couple clips in here, but for the majority I found the Focus Lens Scope to be the best. In addition to being the perks that I decided to go with, these are also the ones that I would quote-unquote suggest you look for in regards to this gun. Now, while I know it's true the first and second column perks aren't going to change no matter what gun you get, no matter how many times you get the gun, you actually do roll one of the 4 possible perks to cap off your gun in the third column. Now, as I mentioned earlier, this gun lacks a little bit in the range and stability department, so for these reasons I pushed for the added range from Rifle Barrel and the building stability during firefights via Zen Moment. Now yes, I do know small bore grants additional range and stability, but the fact that you lose 2 bullets from an already limited feeling magazine made it feel really detrimental to me, so instead I just focused on getting that bigger range boost from Rifled Barrel. Now as for the gameplay and the usability of the gun itself, I was really impressed with how quickly the Inward Lamp pumped out bullets and how chaining shots on enemies, especially a couple of headshots, seemed to really be putting Guardians down quickly and with ease. Now the big negatives to me were that it almost felt like I was shooting too fast with the gun. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it did. And it felt like with the 19 bullet mag that if you weren't hitting primarily headshots, then you need to expel the majority of your mag to down just one full health Guardian. That kind of felt like it hindered, especially with multi-Guardian firefights. Now part of that might just be user error. I'll admit that I find myself generally backing away from scout rifles and I kind of take more of a pulse rifle route instead. They're a bit more forgiving and they're kind of the meta in Crucible right now anyways. It just felt to me from my time testing it that for how quickly I was putting out bullets that I was also kind of limiting my accuracy a tad, especially if a Guardian was strafing or blinking or if I was getting hit by bullets and flinching. It just felt like the multiple bullets that I was wasting during the firefight, refining the depth, just kind of made the mag seem smaller and smaller and just kind of made it seem like it was a little bit harder to win gunfights. This, coupled with the fact that the body shots are generally weaker, kind of gave the impression at first that the other gun was kind of underpowered, but once I started messing with it more and started to kind of find my stroke with it, kind of find the shots, I found myself connecting on more shots and winning more gunfights I normally wouldn't have, thanks to how quick the lamp was and how the perk setups were. In short, once I kind of messed with it more and got a little more comfortable with the gun and found my inner scout rifle user, I found this gun to be very viable in the Crucible, and with its upward of 300 light upon receival, it definitely offers usability in trials as well. Its only downfalls in impact and accuracy really were most likely more notable to me only because, like I said, I seem to have a bit of a scout rifle issue. So, in the hands of a Guardian with pinpoint scout accuracy, this gun is going to definitely be a menace. Now, with that being said, obviously there's no guarantees you can take this up against a Hawksaw or Red Death and walk away easy breezy. Just with the meta of how Crucible is right now, it really favors those pulse rifles, so that's still going to be a tough one. But as a nice little snag from Trials, I feel like this scout rifle definitely slides right in and is a useful and viable addition to any Guardian's armory. Anyways guys, that's all I got for you today. I hope this overview was helpful. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if it was. And for those of you who are making Trials runs this weekend, best of luck to you, and we will catch you guys in the next one.